a short period of time. Now, yeah, if you are able to follow my YouTube channel, remember YouTube insists that the guides have to have 1,000 followers, 1,000 subscribers, and 4,000 hours worth of watched content. Right, so for any guide, even if you don't want to do it for me, if you find another guide that you like better, that's fine, it's no problem. Just put their videos on in the background, turn the volume down, just let it play, and that'll bump up their hours. Okay, right. So anyway, right, welcome we're outside Beaulieu. This is Robertson's Farm. My name is Sam Thompson. I'm an Edinburgh tour guide, and I've been a tour guide for 23 years, and I guide all over Scotland. And today we're going to have a look at some hairy coos. Quite excited about this one, so I'm going to turn the camera around. That's the car park, just letting you see it before I show you the front of the shop. I'm not going to take you into the shop because it is quite small and I don't want to, interrupt people that are shopping in there. But you can see you've got this lovely little shop. There's all sorts of nice, there's the souvenir-y type stuff, but they have local produce, jams, biscuits, meat, fish, fruit, vegetables, bags of potatoes, free-range Scottish eggs, you name it. Oh, there's even haggis if you're that way inclined. So yeah, it's definitely a brilliant shop to visit. Plus, if you want to try local produce, it's a really good option. So yeah, they were meant to be closed today, but it's been so busy and they decided to open up. So there you can see Robertson's. Now, we are going to have a little look at a field with some hairy cows in them, Highland cattle. Most people call them hairy coos, but yeah, it's Highland cattle. There's a nice little sign up here. We've got Katie Morag and Jamie Mackenzie Fraser. So again, if you're an Outlander fan, you'll kind of recognise those names. But here's just a little sign just to give you some information. So the Highland cows are orphans and have stayed on the farm since they were 2 weeks old. If you enjoy seeing these beautiful animals and would like to help us, please look around the shop. So yeah, shopping here helps keep these cows here. It's lovely. Now they also have this little donation box. I'll just show you here. So if the shop is shut when you happen to be going by, you can pop some coins in there for them, make a little donation that way. Now the field is looking relatively flat at the moment because what they've done is they have just reseeded it with grass. So they're trying to get the grass growing again in the field. So they flattened it out and they've seeded it. And that little hut there, I'm just going to zoom in for you. That little hut is where they take their shelter. So that's where the cows will sleep at night. They'll go in there and just chill, or if it's really hot they'll maybe go in there, or if they're just tired. Now what you've come to see. So here they are. So I'll just bring you down and they're actually eating at the moment, so they're hungry, but at least we can see them, and I will zoom in a little bit. Katie Morag is 6, and I think Jamie's, I've forgotten how old he is, 3, something like that. And they're just tucking into some straw at the moment. There, we're seeing their faces now. I'm just going to zoom in once for you. Now, Highland cattle were originally black, like you can see. They were originally that colour. They're the native breed in Scotland. They have a double coat to their fur. So they have a short coat and a long coat on top. They're having a good scratch. They're gorgeous, aren't they? The Victorians kind of enjoyed the ginger version, so they were kind of encouraged. You do also get a cream, occasionally you'll see cream ones as well, but they're lovely. Oh, having a wee cough. Now, they're all over Scotland. You will see them all over Scotland. Both the male and the female have horns. A lot of cows actually, both male and female, do have horns. Their horns are actually quite pretty. Sometimes you'll see ones that have maybe had a knock when they've been growing and they're off a bit of a funny angle, but yeah. So you've got them, both sexes having the horns. And they are gorgeous. I mean, the ones that are tame that they have at places where you can feed them like you're posting a letter, putting it in the slot of the post box rather than hand down, because if you put it hand down you get covered in hairy coo slobber. So yeah, it's which is cute, but yeah, nobody wants slobber. No, one's called Katie Morag, which is, well, I suppose we're not allowed to say female names anymore, but Katie is and Morag are traditionally female names. And the other one's Jamie. So the black one's a bull and the ginger one's the cow. I was hoping they might, maybe pop over and say hello, but I think that straw's more important to them than we are. But who can blame them, Oh, wow. Now, just like other cows, they do need looked after. Their hooves need to be checked for damage, things like that. They do occasionally have to be groomed. Sometimes their hair can become matted, so you might need to deal with that, because nobody wants, what it's like when you get a really bad knot in your hair. But they're actually, I've never met a horrible one. They've always been really nice. It is an electric fence. The reason, the problem we have, I'm going to show you the fence and explain why we have it. Okay, so there's the electric fence and there's the fence for the humans. The reason we need fences, a double fence when it comes to hairy coos, is because human beings are stupid. And if a cow comes up to you and you're feeding it, you may be able to clap it, you may not, depends on the cow. But when people go, oh, look at the horns, and grab it, the first thing the cow is going to do is shake you off. Because the horns are the cow's weapon. You wouldn't just walk up to somebody and grab their sword, you know what I mean? So it's like common sense has to take place, and human beings tend to lack it. So yeah, it's not for they're being cruel or anything like that. It's actually because people need to be protected from their own stupidity. A bit brutal, but it is. No, common sense is definitely not everybody's cup of tea. And I mean, they're gorgeous animals. I really did hope they would come and say hello, but yeah, they're too busy munching away quite happily there, so you can't really blame them. There we go, he's letting us see his face now. Now, Highland cattle, because they've got this double layer of hair, they are quite lean animals, but when you've got two fur coats on in the summertime and it gets really hot, you need to cool down. So you'll find them often when it's really hot day standing in rivers or streams, just cooling down. Well, yeah, and it's just amazing how far she's getting her head into that basket. But yeah, no, they're lovely animals, and you will. Oh, he's having a good scratch there. Now you see how he was shaking his head there. That's why you don't grab the horns. Oh, I've never thought about that. I don't know. I have actually seen some sporrans recently that were made with their fur or their coat or their skin. What do you call a cow's hide? Is it? Oh, that's it. He's had enough. I mentioned sporrans and he's walking away. He's eating. He came and he's leaving. He's dropped the mic and gone. Let's have a little. I'll move up one so we can see. Oh, his mic going for water or something. He's just like, nope, hiding over here, not talking to you anymore. Anyway, hello. Isn't she gorgeous? Yeah. They're all over Scotland we have. In fact, I'm just going to turn around because there's actually more Highland cattle over there in that field. You can just see them there. But these two were orphaned, so they were taken in, looked after and reared on the farm here. They're just beautiful, aren't they? So yeah, if you find Bewley on a map, the road I just showed you, if we were to drive along there a minute, that would take us to Bewley. So not that far. So if you do ever come up this way and visit Bewley on the way out, if you're going north or whatever, definitely come in and... Oh, he's going into his barn. Oh, come into Robertson's farm, because they've got all sorts of lovely produce in there and some nice quality gifts and that kind of thing. It's a wee shop, but they're lovely. They're just so nice. How far are you from Inverness? About half an hour drive, which is fine, but I'm now about to drive from here to Fort Augustus, and that's going to take me a while, so that's why it's at 4 o'clock. The map isn't on. Oh, how strange. Well, do you know what's really weird? Well, actually, no, nothing's weird now. Yeah, I don't know why it's not working, but yeah, if you find Bewley on a map, you'll find, or even Robertson's farm, Bewley, if you put that in, it should come up. So he's just popping out. Oh, he's going to walk round the other side so we can't see him at all. Oh, well, that's fine then. We'll just stay with Katie Morag. It's working on the desktop, but it's not working on... it's par for the course. It took me so long to get the maps to actually work. But yeah, no, they're gorgeous. Yeah. There's... I don't know what they're called. Are they alpacas or llamas back there as well? Yeah, I had hoped they would come and have a wee chat with us, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky. We're as close as we're getting. Oh, there you go. We've all seen a hairy coo cough now. Oh, she's on the move. Having a wee lick. Alpacas, okay. I always get it wrong. Don't know if she's going to come and say hello. No, I think she's just going to stand there and... No, human, I'm not coming near you. I think he does. Actually, no, he's walking away along the other end of the field now. You see him just walking past. Well, fine then. He doesn't want to be disturbed. So, yeah. Oh, there's a view. It's like when you try and take a picture of a cat and it turns around and shows you its back end. You're like, oh no. Yeah, I think the hairy cows have decided that's enough. They've had their 5 minutes. Well, that's what everybody thought, because she had been eating more and putting on weight because she'd been to another farm where they did the business. But no, she's not. She's just put on a lot of weight. So now she's got to go on a diet to try and bring off some of the weight that she's put on, because it's like a dog that gets fat. It's not good for their joints, like a human that gets fat. It's just, so she needs to kind of get her summer beach body on. Well, I think we've been abandoned. She's leaving us. Oh, okay, right, now you know how hairy coos poo. Yep, you're seeing it all today. Bye, hairy coos. Right. Oh, what happened there? We disconnected completely. Right, we're back up and running. I've got a hairy coo body, definitely. Oh yeah, I mean there's, yeah. But anyway, what can I do? Right, they've abandoned us. So the signal doesn't like coo poo. No, I don't think it does. But no, we've got to see them. It would have been nice if they'd come and said hello, but I think they're being divas today. Can't blame them. Like, who's that crazy lady and what's that she's holding? Right, I'm going to let you all go, because I honestly don't think we're getting any closer to them. And yes, I will see some of you who want to join me. Oh, now we're having a pee. Okay. Well, there you go. Now we know how cows work. That's impressive. I never ever thought I'd be showing that on live stream. Right? Oh, it's too much for me. Okay, people, right. I will see you in about 2 hours at Fort Augustus, and we'll finish with Loch Ness and say goodbye then if any of you are there with me. Right, thanks everybody. Right, bye.